Okay, so this is layer 1. This was 16 ounces of resin in the first layer. So I coated the wood first, so it had a good coating of resin, so there shouldn't be any air bubbles. And then I created the clouds, and I put a very ultra fine glitter. I don't know if you can pick it up, a little bit of glitter in there. Just want it to twinkle like coffee beans grinding, I guess. Welcome back to Pouring Through Life. So this is step 2 of my project. I'm going to start with this gap that is under the frame. I picked up some black sand. I'm going to fill the gap with sand just to hide the frame a little bit. The rest of the colors will fill in and hide the frame, but that one little gap I was unsure about, and I mixed way too fast, so there's oodles and oodles of bubbles. So I'll have to deal with that as we go. But because I am working with a large amount of resin, I'm gonna move along quite fast. I kind of did a little mock-up of how I want the sunset portion to look. I might come back in and I might do a wave. I might add a sun. I'm not sure. I will have to do this in layers regardless. I once again went through and made sure that my canvas, my frame is completely level so that the resin will go where it's supposed to go. And that way we don't have any funkiness. I wasn't sure. I'm thinking about how I want to apply the sunset, and I'm thinking I think I will go ahead and do each color in its own individual cup, just because I don't want there to be blotchiness, and then I can kind of say I want a little bit of darker up here. I can just kind of add it in little by little. So that's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna go through this quite fast. Any of the colors and products that I'm using will be notated in the description of the video, as well as my contact information. So if you have any questions, if I didn't explain something very good in the video and you want to know how I did that, then I'll be glad to share that with you. So this particular piece is for my father-in-law. My husband found this chunk of wood in the basement of their house when he was doing some work out there recently, and it was just too beautiful to throw away. So he brought it home and he said, honey, you got to do something with this. And it's my father-in-law's birthday in a few days. So this is kind of my mock-up of how I want the colors to lay. So we'll see how it works out. Not everything works out exactly how you envision it. So I'm going to start with this one because it's the largest. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to pour in the areas I need it. I'm going to lift the frame up and I'm going to tilt the resin, this sand product, in where I need it to go. So let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to set this up. And maybe not. Let me think about this for a second. All right. Pour a little bit of here and there. And a little bit in here. Now, I decided to do the sand because I wanted this to be a beachy type deal, but at nighttime, sunset. I don't talk very much when I'm concentrating. Let's see here. I'm going to heat this up a little bit. It'll help with the bubbles. Now, I'm going to tilt the frame. And I want it to go into the crack. See? I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm sorry if you can't, but heavy particulates will come down. So that's pretty much done. But I just don't want all the sand to come out of this little groove I wanted in. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the next darkest color, which is the purple blue. But so I have Boysenberry and Villainous by Ranger. So the main color is Boysenberry. And I have Laguna. And Laguna is a really cool color. And I'm putting about probably 15 drops or so. I'm just going to reuse this stick. So it's just got gravel on it. It's no big deal. So it's a really cool color. And this is already heating up. So I'm going to move kind of fast from this point on. And it's still pretty transparent. This is just one layer. I'll have more layers that it's going to go on top of this, but this is hot, so I need to get on it. So, I'm gonna wet the edge here. I'm gonna add some blue to this. I want it to be kind of like a blue-green. So I have the next color is Glacier Blue. I'm gonna add about a good squirt in there. Add a little bit more resin to that one. Good morning, welcome back to Pouring Through Life. So I added, well, you missed all of yesterday's video because I didn't realize I ran out of space and you guys didn't really get to see any of what I did. So here is basically the end result of my project, minus a mistake that I need to fix. The gravel turned out really cool here. However, there's a void. That's what I'm gonna work on right now. So I've been sitting here trying to figure out how am I gonna fix that, blah, blah, blah. Thought about it all night. This cup is toast. Well, I don't have any drying resin, so this all can go that way. Okay, I am 4 layers on this project of resin right now. The last layer I mixed in with some white Piñata Pearl and the Let's Resin white and the Piñata white, and I just kind of mixed them all together so that I would get some opacity. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a hole there, and then I'm gonna take one of my alcohol ink funnels, I'm gonna stick it in there, and I'm gonna pour sand in it to fill this void right here, because there's really no other way I can get to it otherwise. And I could leave it there, but I would prefer not to. So I'm gonna create a little hole using my Dremel here. So let's see if I can make this work. Might still need to make the grain, make it bigger. Agree. Okay. So still, did I get any in there? No. Okay, so the hole needs to be bigger for the grains of the sand to fit through.
To fill it, the sand, and then I'm going to take a little bit of sand mixed with resin, and I'm just going to plug the hole with the sand. But the sand is bigger grain. Is it full of ants or whatever? Just want it to go in there in general, usually. Last one, it just filled up the funnel, it didn't go in there. Oh, it went in! Yay! Okay, well, that, no, I have to do a little bit at a time because the grains of the sand get stuck. So. Shake. Oh, God, this is such a mess. Okay, what do I got in there? I got a little bit in there. That's helpful. Okay, so this is going to be a process. I might speed this up. I'm doing the editing, so I don't have to watch me pour sand in here. I wonder if one of my little sticks might help move the sand around, get it through the hole easier. Yep, that worked perfectly, actually. And then just kind of tip it to the side. Get it to move down. Ow, I stabbed myself. Heck. What did I do with my finger? Use my stick to move the sand around rather than the funnel. You know what, too? And I don't have to mix up with that resin. I can use my UV resin. So that'll cure in 5 minutes. I should have enough to fill that little tiny hole with UV resin. And I kind of like the idea of the gravel in it anyways. I thought about putting it on the back, but I'm getting too freaking crazy about this project, and I need to stop. So I've done lost it. Okay, let's see how much I got. How much do I got left to fill up? Did any of it go in there? I mean, seriously? That's it? Okay, so I'm not even going to put any of this in. Actually, went in there. Okay, what the hell? It just went into the frame. It didn't actually go into the hole, Adam. So I'm doing something wrong. Adam, I have a void that is, I think I need a bigger hole.
If it doesn't go in there, it's freaking doomed. That's all I gotta say. Because this should take it in there. Let's try this again. Oh yeah, that went in. Yeah, I can see that in. Okay, I got it. I got it. I think it's better to go this way. I have to just go like that. That'll go in there. Sorry if you guys can't see this, but I have to do it this way, otherwise the gravel's just not going where I need it to go. Tell me it went in. I don't feel like I put any in so far, but I know I can see a little bit in there. I do not want this gravel to scratch my finish. Pain in the ass. Now you know, when you do something like this, you need to double check. Make sure that I thought I did a good enough dry fit before I started pouring the resin, but I did not, apparently. Because this has been a pain in the butt. It's getting there a little bit by a little bit. All right. Oh, so let me tell you about the colors I did on the back while I'm doing this. So, I got in the mail from Petra, her pigments. And when I edit this project together, I'm going to put down all the colors that I used. But from Petra and her amazing talented awesomeness, creates pigments and paints and things, I ordered from her this gold and pearl sparkle and crystal sparkle. I think it's crystal white, I believe. I'll show you. But came in this adorable box. She even sent me a little sample. So it says affiliated with Petra. I think it's Jungblod. I don't know how to say your last name, and I'm sorry if it's wrong. But I ordered from her Etsy shop, and I got this, which I'm excited about. But these were the two colors. I actually mixed these together to make the back sunset with a little tiny bit of the white crystal, which is put up. But thank you for sending me that amazing gift in there. I'm excited to try out the silver. It's hard to find good silvers. There, almost every silver, when you do resin silver, almost every silver is like charcoal. And it's kind of frustrating. Okay, I'm almost done. Just have a little tiny void to fill in, and then I'm done. And it's not perfect, but that's all right. It's my first time ever doing something like this, so I'm okay with that. I will need to vacuum my table because there is chunks of sand everywhere. What's wrong, Mom? Alright, so I'm going to add some, I think I'm going to use some UV resin just to close this hole that I had to make to fill this void, and I think I'll be done. Come on. If I can get it to move over. Yeah, I'm not done. I thought it was done. Okay. Okay, so a little bit more room to go. I need to not put as much in, and I need to move it around a little bit when I get it in there. Otherwise it's getting stuck. Okay. Okay, let's see where we're at here. It's not as, I wonder if I could, how much UV resin I could squirt in there to fill that in. 'Cause I might do that. I don't know yet. Because I can see that it's not the same shine, and I don't like that. I want it to look more the same. So I might have to, I don't know, do something. No way I could have just mixed this into the resin and did this, so that's fine. But if I can squeeze in some liquid of some sort into there. Maybe I'll do a little research on how people add liquid to the center of pieces, and maybe I can create like a liquid effect in that spot. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna keep working on this, and I'm gonna touch back with you when I'm done. So this is the back. Let's flip it around. And this is the front. So we'll see you on the next part. But that does look a little bit better. Instead of a void, I can at least see that there's something there. All right, bye for now.